in days. You see what I'm saying? What we need to be doing as a people, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, is we got to stop and we got to discontinue doing all the things the Most High told us not to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, we got to walk away from those things. Those things have become so much a part of our lives that we don't even see the wrong in them at this point. You see what I'm saying? So we've got to learn that not only the things that we're doing is wrong according to the Lord, we gotta have a heart for the Lord, meaning we gotta wanna do right by the Lord, man.
Find out what God's law is. It ain't no religion on thou shalt not eat pork. That ain't no religion. It's simply a law. Don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no religion on thou shalt not commit adultery. It ain't no religion. It's just simply a rule that you gotta follow. God gave us them rules. We left them rules and we destroyed ourselves.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Shalom Baltimore. We the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Commanding General Yohana. If it's not under Commanding General Yohana, it is not the truth, you understand? And we've been bringing this up since 1969, that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, you understand? The colonizer, the pilgrim, the Spaniard, you understand? Like, he is the colonizer. He is the devil that the Bible speaks of. It means he's the biggest deceiver on the face of the earth, you understand? And this is the Wednesday night biblical law class. Let's give it up for that. You understand? We're gonna get into why should we trim our ways, man? Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you look at every nation out here, they have culture. You know, it's things that they do that identifies them in particular. You see what I'm saying? Like, they got their ways, and everybody accept that about them. Right. You see what I'm saying? No one's shunning them for being who they are. No one's shunning them for doing the things they do. No one's shunning them because of the practices or whatever they have. Like, you got some of these nations out here. Like, I think it's the East Indian. Like, the cow is like the most high to them. If you eat a cow, you might lose your life. You see what I'm saying? Because they feel like their relatives and reincarnated and came back in the form of a stag. You see what I'm saying? Right. Like, we got to look at this and we got to realize, when Black people, we got a culture. Right. And not only that, we have a righteous culture. We can't be ashamed of that, man. You know, the thing is, we can't be ashamed of our culture that, you know, we want everybody, we don't want to offend nobody because we are who we are. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times you'll see people, they try to explain the truth in a way that don't offend. Listen, if it offends somebody, so be it. Right. If it offends somebody, so be it. What you shouldn't do is offend the Lord out. Right. You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna get some of that in scripture, man. Let me get about what video you looking at? What video you looking at? Come on. Let me get 2 Timothy 4:3, Bubba Kasha. Hey, this is a quick reminder while the brother getting the scripture. We got the Feast of First Fruits coming up. Right. We got that coming up on May 31st. May 31st, if you're in Baltimore, 3430 Eastern Avenue is the address. You know, come up here, get some of the spiritual food. You see what I'm saying? Understand with the Lord, like, that's part of our culture too. Right. Keeping these high holy days, man. Understanding what the Lord want us to observe. Come and break bread. Get a drink with your brothers, with your sisters. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times people, you know, we wait for the so-called white man to tell us when we can get together. Here it is, the Lord telling us to come together. The Lord telling us to assemble. You see what I'm saying? May you see Aisha Latron on May 31st, 3430 Eastern Avenue, starting 7:00 p.m. You understand? That's the end. Hey, Shalom, Lord. Shalom, Yeshua. What's going on, Aisha? Can you hear me?
Hey, Shalom, Yabasim, Sharakatah, sir.
Hey, you clear too, huh?
Most High in Christ, the water, sir. Salakia for the tardiness.
You swap. Let me get that. You got it? Yeah, 2 Timothy chapter 4 and 3.
2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
They say, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. You understand? What is sound doctrine? Sound doctrine is keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand?
Right.
Like it's like people get tired of hearing sound doctrine. They get tired of hearing that you can't eat pork,
Right.
you can't eat crabs, you can't eat lobster. People get tired of that, and then they say, you know what? I seen such and such on YouTube, and he was breaking down how if you clean it this way, it's technically not an unclean meat because the Lord said in this verse, you feel me? Like, and next thing you know, they're going off the deep end. That's where the whole conscious community. Right. If you go over and listen to the conscious community, you go on. Everybody knows Sinetta. If you go on Sinetta channel and you look at one of them videos, them brothers got 2 million books that they read out of.
Right.
They got 2 million books. All of them contradict each other. You see what I'm saying? None of them make absolutely no sense. They talking about the Lord knows what they talking about. You feel me? Like they don't even know what they talking about. Like you can't endure sound doctrine. You damn near got to get high to so-called understand that them books that they reading over there. You can't understand it if you got a sober mind. You're like, man, what is this talking about? You see what I'm saying? But unfortunately, a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters, they don't endure sound doctrine. Keep going.
But after their own lust.
And that's the important part. A lot of time it be your own lust that take you away.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You wanna fantasize on something about these scriptures. The Christian church makes the Bible sound like a fantasy book. It makes the Bible sound like you go into the Christian church, like some of the core doctrinal beliefs in the Christian church is nothing more than a science fiction movie. You see what I'm saying? Like, here it is. They don't accept certain things that we say, but they actually believe that Christ came here, the Most High impregnated, married. Christ is half man, half amazing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He's a demigod. And that's why, and they build that structure in the Christian church because that gives you license to sin.
Right.
You understand? When you got a half man, half God, we not like him. We all human.
Right.
But we understand in the scripture that Christ was made like unto his brothers in all ways. You feel me? Go ahead.
What's heavy about that doctrine, right? To think that, like, they'll say stuff like, we supposed to be Christ-like. But, bro, if he a demigod,
Right.
I ain't no demigod.
Right.
So that basically, like you said, puts in the mindset, well, you know, I can basically sin for real, because I'm never going to get up to him. And that's what they teach. Like, all sin, what is the filthy rag, something like that. All fall short, something like that, because they doctrine is they serving the some little fake demigod, bro.
Con, what you're saying is heavy because that's exactly what it is. When you teach the in the Christian church, when they teach that what's the name? What they call it? What's the term for it? The birth, the virgin birth. Salakia. But that virgin birth, you know, immaculate conception.
Sir. Immaculate conception. God, I don't
God. When they teach immaculate conception, what we don't realize is that's the basis of the entire religion.
Right.
To tell you that Christ was half man, half God, and that's why he never sinned. So you being all man, this is why you sin. This is why you could never be perfect. This is what they build their religion on. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And when we don't endure sound doctrine, we start to think like that. We start to believe like that. You see what I'm saying? Christ said we can be perfect. You understand? Say, you know, we got Janine in the class. Shalom, Janine, checking in from Baltimore. You understand? Christ said we can be perfect, man. So why are we enduring? Why don't we want to endure the sound doctrine, the hold for the things that we've been taught, man? Because it goes to our lust, man. It goes to the lust in us. You know, a lot of people want to feel like they're the smartest person in the room.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They want to feel like they got some kind of hidden information, like the Lord speaking to them directly, and they got this information that no one else on the face of the earth ever had. You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
And then they find somebody else with the same thought. Then, well, I told you, didn't I tell you this?
Right.
Didn't I tell you the book of Enoch? What I'm trying to tell you. You see, that's how they get.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? Like that goes into their lust and it plays on their carnality. Keep going.
Come. But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
And they're going to and that's what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. They start following Lord knows who. Like that boy, that one Nature Boy.
Right.
He got a special on Netflix. You see what I'm saying? People started following him having itching ears. You understand? Like they call us a cult, but you go to the Christian church. We a cult, but you go to the Christian church.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Well, the pastor tell you that if he can't get a G50, you're garbage.
Right.
You understand? You're not respecting his mind. If you're not respecting his position in the earth. You see what I'm saying? And he get it. You see what I'm saying? But this is what happens. It said, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. When you got itching ears out, I'm telling you, anything that you hear sparks your attention. Anything that you hear, it bugs you out. You see what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you come in and ask the simple questions. So let me ask you a question about did Christ really do this? How did he do? Listen, that's what itching ears have.
Right.
You know, and I can almost tell when somebody got itching ears. I can tell almost in the question. You see what I'm saying? You ever experienced when somebody asks you a question and you know they're trying to set you up with the question?
Right.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? They ask it real humble. Hey, Salaki, I got a question on this. You feel me? Like, what if this happened right here, this, that, and the third? You feel me? Right off the rip, I'm already going through this. You feel me? Like, just a quick sidebar. Like last week, I got a neighbor. You feel me? And I guess he had one of his buddies who grew up from was school, and he must be a part of GOCC. And he called me on the phone. I'm thinking something wrong. I answer. He like, he's talking about reincarnation, yada yada yada. So I give him a few scriptures and stuff like that, you know. And when he started asking me questions, I know he's trying to set me up. You see what I'm saying? So because when I know that, I set you back up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I put you in another trick bag. You see what I'm saying? And then I start to use your scriptures against you because I already know that regeneration is actually real.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you don't believe in the regeneration, how do you believe in Christ?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? How do you believe in certain figures in the Bible if you don't believe in that? You see what I'm saying? But what it goes to show you is everybody want to have itching ears because everybody wants to be the smartest person in the room. And when they keep to themselves these new teachers, trust and believe, it's going to take about 6 months, and that little fraction is going to split too. Because somebody else is going to have new information that the teacher ain't got, and then you got to go follow them. And another 6 months, you're going to be with another fraction. You see what I'm saying? And this is how it happens. Yes, sir.
What you bringing out is so heavy and so paramount that our people really need to understand, because that's how everything is started. Why we got so many splits, so many groups, is because they had itching ears. And there's only one place that stayed in the truth and stayed hold to it, and that's the ISUPK. And like right. Our people really truly gotta really understand that, like, Christianity is so, like, when they heap onto your own lust and you have itching ears, Christianity got a doctrine for every way of life you want to believe in. They came out, I just seen recently, like, it was a Christian pastor talking about Christ had to live the alternate lifestyle because he traveled with 12 disciples. Then we seen Charleston White in another interview a couple days ago. He talking about Christ ain't never get tempted by a woman, so he can't be real. It's like when you deal with Christianity, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be a teacher who harp on that same belief as you.
And what you're saying is heavy. Real quick, if I could read verse 4, because it doubles down on what you're saying.
Come. 2 Timothy verse 4, Salaki, 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 4. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and should be turned unto fables.
And what you're just saying is exactly what happened. You see what I'm saying? And you got to realize this is after their own lust.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about Christ traveling with 12 brothers, so he got to live the alternative lifestyle. That's because you're more than likely living the alternative lifestyle, and you know what you would be doing if you had 12 men around you. You see what I'm saying? Like that, and that's how it works. That's your lust coming to the forefront.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I know you ever be at camp and you see somebody come up to a sign, and you may see a sister looking at that abortion sign. They like, oh my God. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, and this is, I learned this from Captain Mashak. A lot of times they're going to what plagues them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Brother go over there to, we ain't African sign. Next thing you know, you find out he's a commission.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He got a unk underneath his shirt. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how it usually works.
Oh God.
You understand? Like you see a devout Christian, they gonna look at the false image Christ.
Oh God.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and this is what happens, man. You start to turn to fables because what else can you turn to?
Right.
What else can you hold fast to? You see what I'm saying? If you can't hold for the truth, you got to constantly explain. Like, and this is the problem that I have, right? This is the problem that I have. When it comes to the truth can stand on its own.
Right.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? We can go through these scriptures and pull out. That's why I love it when we can say on the stage, these are not our words, these are the words of the Most High. Because we can prove everything that we're saying. But when you don't have that proof, well, you got to go. If you look at the DNA, and if you break down the molecule of the cell, and if you look at the very atom that split this way and it split that way, you have to get into shit like that. It's like you have to get into things like that. You see what I'm saying? Because you have no basis. You have no basis. You feel me? This is the conscious community. This is the Christian church. This is the Muslim mosque. Like the Muslim mosque. Like if you look at most Muslims, if you look at most black Muslims read out of the Bible more than they do the Quran. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at Farrakhan.
Right.
Every time you hear Farrakhan is quoting the scripture.
Right.
He ain't quoting nothing out that about that, what's the name? Because he knows there's no truth in that. He has to base everything off the scriptures because that's where the truth lies. If it was not so, why wouldn't you be in your own Quran? You see what I'm saying?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
You bringing out so. Oh, Salaki, go ahead, sir. You got something to add, sir?
You got something else?
Yeah, calling out on my car. Salaki, I ain't want to interrupt you because what you're saying is absolutely heavy. But just wanted to add to the point about them itching ears. It go beyond, you know what I'm saying, church and, you know what I'm saying, religion and, different organizations. Like you take it just from a carnal, worldly standpoint. You do the same thing. Brothers and sisters in the world do the same thing when they picking their friends and their associates. You understand? They get around a bunch of people that tell them that they're glorious and everything they say and do is just perfect and right. You understand? And that's a very dangerous way to live, man. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
You get yourself around a bunch of yes men when, you know what I'm saying, that is not what the Lord requires. That is not what you require. You understand? You don't need an echo chamber of your own faulty thinking and logic. What you need is real brotherhood where that there's someone outside of you and your silly, thought processes, you know what I'm saying, that have amounted to a bunch of bad mistakes and bad decisions. You can have brotherhood where a brother would tell you, hey man, what are you thinking, man? Nah, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Yeah, don't listen to that thought. Don't listen to that. You dig what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing about the Most High God, man. He wants us to put our silly nonsense and our urges and desires on the back burner, especially when they come in conflict with what he's told us to do and what he expects us to do. But again, you got them itching ears. You go looking around for any religious leader or politician that tells you that no, that stuff you feeling, that them urges you having, that you feel guilty about. No, you ain't got to feel guilty about it.
Right.
You don't have to have a conscience about it. Oh shit, you want to be signed right on up. When that is a very destructive existence, man. When you can't take healthy counsel, you understand, from a brother or sister that loves you and cares about your well-being.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, and maneuver that way and yield to that. So that itching ears is a hell of a drug. Salakia.
Hey, Con, the water for that too, and what you bringing out is so true, but because here's the thing: when you got itching ears, you're not trustworthy. You see what I'm saying? Because you have no foundation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Imagine a brother that you don't know what the hell he believes. Imagine a brother that, you know, whichever way the wind blow, that's where he go. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
How can you trust that? Like, and that's where having itching ears is so unbrotherly, because you take away the accountability that we have, and that builds that structure and forms that brotherhood that we share. You see what I'm saying? That's what itching ears do. You see what I'm saying? Like when you go because it's something you heard, and you change your entire everything that you believe for the last 10 years goes down the drain because of something you heard. That means all the principles, everything that you grew up on, everything that your foundation that you were standing on, everything dissipates. You feel me?
Come on.
How can you trust a man like that? You feel me? I mean, can you trust a man? Can you go to war with a man that's unstable?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Aisha. Can you hear me, Aisha?
No, Salakia, sir, what you're saying is so heavy because count out of my con. I hear you just fine, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Con, I can hear you.
Salakia. All right, it seems like there's a little bit of a delay. Maybe you just need a second to catch up. But now with the itching ears, man, like, do you know how gullible you are if you have itching ears? Do you know that salespeople, there are people who sell things, you understand, whose sole objective is to manipulate you and to sell you something, to get something out of you. You know how easy it is to manipulate you when you have itching ears?
Right.
You understand? Well, all it takes is a compliment, and now you'll empty your pocket. God damn, the Christian church, the pastor knows you're broke, he knows you're starving, he knows you're behind on your bills, and all you have to hear is that, hey, all your bills are going to be paid and all your wildest financial dreams are going to come true.
Right.
I felt that. Yeah.
Right.
All you got to do is put your money in this bucket.
Right.
You understand? You become so susceptible to predators when you have itching ears.
Gone.
Salakia.
Yeah, and what you bringing out is heavy, you know, and also this leads into us trimming our ways, man.
Right.
Having itching ears leads right into us trimming our ways. We try to fit in and try to be everybody, be everything to everybody. You see what I'm saying? There's no way possible you can do it. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't trim the Lord's ways to make somebody else feel good about themselves. You see what I'm saying? That's not how it works. If a person feels some kind of way about the truth of the Lord, that person got some work to do. You feel me?
Right.
And that's just the truth of the matter. You can't sugarcoat it. You can't take nothing away from the Lord, from the Most High law, statutes, and commandments, and you can't add to it. You got to serve it on a cold dish, and you got to give it to them straight. You feel me? You start trimming your ways, and what happens after that? You trim your ways so much that you're not recognizable. You start speaking in a way in which people can't even recognize. Like, I'm telling you now, like, I know a brother in the UPK. I can hear a brother speaking. I'm like, yes, yeah, this a hawk right here. I mean, this brother from he from the UPK. It's the way we talk. It's the way we break things down. You know, it's the verbiage that we use. You see what I'm saying? You know a brother in the UPK, and then you know a brother that's not.
Right.
What's the first thing tell you that there's a brother in the UPK, typically, or not in the UPK? I'm gonna say when they greet you.
Oh, they say what is it?
I won't.
What is
say
it?
With a W in it.
Hey, what Captain Cuttis I say? Banana now?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Shalom, Hawk. Shalom.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know that's not UPK, y'all. You start watering it down so much that you're not recognizable. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Say another one, they face. They be shaped up, all that.
Yeah, come.
We the only listen. When I when I was supposed to cut my dreads and I felt I was like, nah, because I had itching ears, right? I heard, Samson had his dreads, so boom. So I'm out here looking for a group, you know what I'm saying, the loud dreads. Then you realize you can't get this and you can't get that. And then you see in that school, that's what they allowing, because they ain't got no choice but to allow that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this the only place. If the Bible say do it, the ISUPK are going to do it.
God.
It's the only place.
God. That's real. If I could drop that, let me get Jeremiah 2 and 33, Papa Kashaw.
Come. 30, you said 32?
Jeremiah 2 and 33.
Come, sir.
I remember, and it's sidebar, I remember Ganai first coming in. I remember Aisha first coming in. You see what I'm saying? Dreads and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you start to realize, when you start to actually get the understanding of a dreadlock.
Right.
And then, because that's how they spin it to you. Samson had 7 locks in his head, yada, yada, yada. You don't realize that Samson had 7 braids in his head.
Right.
Samson had 7 braids, and they was called locks because you can open them up and you can close them again. That's not how dreads work, dreadlocks.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when you break it down, you know it's the truth.
Right.
You got to have itching ears to say, nah, man, I ain't cutting my dreads.
Right.
And man, it got to be a group out here that teach the same thing, but let me have my dreads.
Come.
And it's a lot of brothers that will go and find that. But again, it goes to the previous scripture we just read, where it said, it's your lust.
Right.
You can't part way with dreads so much that you will walk away from the truth of the Lord out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's your lust.
Come.
You got that?
It's 4 and 32, right?
Jeremiah 2 and 33.
Come, sir. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Like, why do as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we always feel like we got to trim our ways?
Right.
To seek the approval and seek the love of these other nations, man. Like, it sickens me, man. Like, it sickens me for us to feel like, who's that coming on? Oh, that's Aisha pulling it up. Come on, the water too, Aisha. Like, it sickens me when I feel like we got to trim our ways because we want the approval of these other nations as if they're the righteous nation.
Right.
Like, I see the immoral things that you do. I see the immoral things that you accept. I see your wickedness. It's on Front Street. You see what I'm saying? And here it is. I'm following the Most High. I'm following his law, statutes, and commandments. And I feel like I got to trim my ways.
Right.
For your love, for your approval. The problem is, guess what? We do it. We do it, and we do it every single. Like, we do it to the point where as though we don't even know it's trimming our ways. You feel me? We look at it like it's something natural. You feel me? Like, listen out. This sister told me, right? She has a best friend. He's a male. And I'm like, you having problems dating and shit like that. If y'all best friends, y'all get along, won't y'all get together?
Right.
She said, well, he's fluid. I said, what in the hell is that? I don't know what fluid is. So fluid is he goes with women and men.
Good night.
I said, that's what fluid is? That's called gay.
Right.
Salakia. That's an alternative lifestyle. That's how I look at it. She said, well, he prefers women over men, so that's why it's called fluid. I'm like, so they put definitions to it. You see what I'm saying? So they put definitions. Then I said, so if he came at you, would you still date him knowing that he was fluid? She said, yeah, because I know he'll be faithful to me. So I'm sitting there and and I say, listen, because she had previously told me that she can't find the kind of man she wants. Typically, they're always married. I said, well, if they typically married, would you be okay being the other woman to a brother that you find is compatible with you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I could never. You see what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here and I'm looking like, do you see how crazy that it is?
Right.
That it's a man out here that's exactly your type. You're attracted to him. Everything about him is right. He's married, but you won't be a second rib to his. You feel me? Because you're jealous.
Right.
Because you want all his attention and you don't want to share him, but you will feel comfortable being with a fluid man.
Good night.
Who sleep with men when he's attracted to them.
Right.
Yeah, this is when I say we trim our ways out. Like we trim our ways to the point like it's utterly ridiculous now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And if not for the UPK holding the fort down, you feel me? Do you know where this earth would be at? This earth will be in it's already in shambles when it comes to Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But do you know how much more worse it would be if you didn't have us on the corners teaching each other, teaching our people, man? If Commander General Yohana didn't hold this down, do you know how much more peril we would be in as a nation, man?
All right.
When you got women that's willing to sleep with bisexual men, gay, alternative lifestyle men, before they take a man that has a woman already. You feel me? Like it's ridiculous. Read that from the beginning.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
It say, therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. You understand? And that's what happens. You understand? Like what happens is we start to seek their we seek their love. The next thing you know, we teaching them our culture.
Right.
We teaching them our culture to the point where as though they'll take our culture and benefit from it. They'll benefit from our culture. You feel me? But nonetheless, it's wicked because we didn't trimmed our ways. We did skimmed off the top of it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you look at these other nations, they call themselves trying to serve the Lord, right? They are wicked as hell. Even in the way that they try to serve the Lord. Like you going to church on Sunday, that is against the Lord.
Right.
Because you're worshiping the sun God on Sunday. You understand? The Lord say on the 7th day shall be a holy Sabbath. You understand? That's from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, man. That's the Sabbath, man.
Right.
The whole earth goes to church on Sunday. Not knowing that they're worshiping the sun God. You're not worshiping the God of the universe. You're not worshiping the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we trim our ways to seek love. And next thing you know, the ones that we seeking the love from, we teach them the watered down version, and they sinning too.
Right.
They wicked as well. You see what I'm saying? So good.
Like it, sir. And I feel like it boils down to the personal relationship with God. So when they go trimmers their ways, they say, God knows my heart.
Gone. Well, that's the scapegoat. That's the scapegoat.
Gone.
That's it. When a person say God knows my heart, you know they did some crazy.
You know, God.
You know they did some foul stuff out.
Gone.
When they say God knows my heart, that's almost like the get out of jail free card. You know what I'm saying? I got a personal relationship with Jesus, and he knows my heart.
Right.
You know, if Jesus knew your heart, and you got a personal relationship with him, you don't think he'd have informed you to change your heart before you did whatever wickedness you just did?
Gone.
People always got a personal relationship with Jesus when they sin.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I got news for you. You don't have a personal relationship with Jesus. You understand? You got a personal relationship with yourself.
That's right.
And whatever demon you done had on you since you've been a child. You see what I'm saying? That's the personal relationship that you got. You know, and if you're a man talking about you got a personal relationship with Jesus, you feel me? Like, you got to look yourself in the mirror too. You feel me? That sounds very alternative lifestyle.
Gone.
You know, you a man talking about you got a personal relationship with another man. You feel me? Listen, that's very LGBTQ. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't. You see what I'm saying? Like, The way things are set up, man, we have order in the house of the Lord, man. We have rankings. We have ranks here in the house of the Lord, man.
That's right.
You understand? Like that's how you get the vision of the Most High, man. You go into the man above you. You go to the priest above you and get counsel. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you get your answers, man. You don't just nakedly just go out there and say, man, I got a personal relationship with Jesus, and this is what he taught me.
Right.
This is what he showed me. You see what I'm saying? And I hate when women say it. All you women got personal relationship with Jesus, but you mad at your husband when he got personal relationships with other women.
Like, some of the women say Christ they boyfriend, they man. Crazy.
They say Christ is their man, and their legs like goalposts. You feel me?
Right.
So now they cheat Christ.
You
see what I'm saying? Like, and that's the crazy part about it, man. That's why trimming our ways. When we start to trim our ways, we start to understand that the righteous things, like if you do something wrong, your conscience should be seared. You see what I'm saying? At the very least, you should be able to recognize that you did something wrong. Right. When you start to trim your ways, you don't even realize what you're doing is wrong at that point. Right. You see what I'm saying? It becomes so a part of your life. It becomes so normal that you don't recognize the wrongdoing that you're doing. So what happens is you trim your ways here, then you start to trim your ways there. Right. Then you trim your ways more. And what happened is you don't even recognize yourself. You take trimming your ways, 2 years from now, you won't recognize yourself. The things you believe in today, 2 years from now, you it's like you'll be on the front line warring against the UPK about something that you believed in 2 years ago because you started to trim your ways to seek love. You don't want to seem militant when you talk to a woman, you feel me? Right. So you trim your ways. Next thing you know, you're an R&B guy. You're an R&B dude, you feel me? I ain't saying you can't be an R&B guy. Nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? But being all soft and effeminate, that's not what the Lord wants from you. You see what I'm saying? It's not what the Lord wants from you. Was that it on that?
It's Salakia, sir.
Hey, go ahead, Aisha.
No, I was just gonna say shit. I mean, trimming your ways is one thing. When I think about trim, you just think about taking a little off the top. You know what I'm saying? Like you trim your hedges.
Yeah.
Man, we don't butchered our ways out here in this hell called America, man. You understand? In this wicked society, 2026, man, our ways are unrecognizable. And again, you just take the ISUPK and everything that is completely our way, how foreign it is to everyone around us. You understand?
Right.
How and what blows my mind is how can the way we are be so foreign when a majority of the people that look at us so oddly and so strangely, they use the same damn thing that we look at, the Bible, they use it religiously. You understand? Like everything we say and do and appear and embody is that very same book that you've been sitting on, you've been making gospel songs about. You understand? You've been, putting in the damn, you know what I'm saying, on your coffee tables. You understand? You got them in every hotel room. How have we come so far from what we're supposed to be?
Right.
That's a hell of a lot of trimming that we've done over the past, 2,000 years. You understand? As the children of Israel, as the tribes of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, man, we've trimmed ourselves to a place where it's unrecognizable, to the point where people who are damn near completely opposite have taken, like some imposters have been able to say, hey, we're them. You understand? Like we vacated that identity. You understand?
Right.
In a way where someone who is the polar opposite has assumed that seat. That's all. Salakia.
And what you're saying is so heavy. What you're saying is so heavy because here's the thing: we trim our ways so much. The other nations, they lose respect for us because we done trimmed our ways first and foremost. Right. But then they assume the identity, and they assume the culture. They assume the things we're giving away. They're taking and claiming, and flourishing because of it.
Right.
What if the people that it belonged to actually took it and did what we were supposed to do with it? I think it's a scripture that say, if I'd have given this to any other nation, they would have took it and they would have ran with it. You feel me?
Right.
But you give it to us, and it's like, yo, why are we trimming our ways to seek the love of people who hate us, man? Like, do you think that they're more righteous than us? Like, are they the beacon of righteousness, or are they the standard on moral integrity? You see what I'm saying? Absolutely not. Do you see what's going on in the earth? Do you know their track record? Do you know their history? Why are we bowing down and trimming our ways, man, to seek their love? That's called Stockholm syndrome, man.
Right.
That's called Stockholm syndrome. You feel me? When we seeking the love of the person that abuses us, unalives us, you understand? Do all types of wickedness to us. You feel me? We shun the Most High in His culture, just for their love. You understand? Right. Damn the Most High's love, right? And that's what happens. So we're gonna get into some, what are some things that we do that people on a day-to-day basis do to trim the ways of the Most High? We're gonna get into some things, man.
Come on.
Because if you talk to people and say, man, listen, that's against the Lord, they look at you crazy because they never knew that the things that they're doing is against the Lord. They don't see nothing wrong with it.
Right.
It's not even considered trimming away. It was never a way to them. Like, trimming away, you have to have the right way, and then you trim that. Some of our people out here never had the right way, so now we got to teach you what the right way is. You understand? So we're gonna bring out some examples of what trimming your ways is. You understand?
Come on.
First thing, interracial marriage. You feel me?
Right.
Having interracial marriages is trimming your ways, Israel. If you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, just realize that if you trim your ways and you and you go and you marry that heathen, you see what I'm saying? You're trimming your ways out. You understand? Because how can you be about the Lord's work and you didn't just marry the heathen? You feel me? Well, we don't realize, you think that you're gonna be big and bad, and you feel me, I'm gonna hold it down. Let's hear what the Lord has to say about this. Let me get Deuteronomy 7:3, Bubba Kushah.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
It say, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter shalt thou not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto their son. The Lord is saying right here, if you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you are not to marry other nations. Your son is not supposed to marry that heathen woman. Your daughter is not supposed to marry that heathen man.
Right.
If you Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, understand, you got to realize we got 12 tribes. We got 12 different flavors you can choose from.
Right.
You don't have to go outside your nation. You understand? And build marriages with people that's not of the Most High. You understand? This is trimming our ways, man. Because when you start, matter of fact, get the next scripture first before we go on.
Come. Verse 4. For they will turn away thy sons from following me.
It say, for they will turn away thy son from following me. This is what happens. You understand? When you marry outside of your race, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the most humblest people on the face of the earth. You understand? We try to understand other people's cultures. We try to understand other people's false gods. We try to understand their ways, their holidays. We try to expound on them. You feel me?
Right.
If they got a certain holiday, we gonna put our spin on it. You feel me? Here's the thing: what you don't realize is when you marry these heathens, You don't change them. They change you.
Right.
And they take you from the Most High, man. They take you from the Most High. Can you imagine you marry a heathen, and it's time to go to you marry a Hamite, right? You know the truth of the Lord. You marry a Hamite, and then Passover season come up. You understand? You traveling to Passover, your Hamite wife, she stays home because she say, I don't like the way they talk about Africans in there. You know, I understand that the Lord didn't unalive the firstborn son of every Egyptian and stuff like that, but I don't like how they talk about Africans in that Bible. You feel me? And now you ready to go to Passover. You supposed to be going to Passover, but she giving you hell now. You feel me? What you gonna do? You think you gonna be strong and you gonna muscle up and you gonna put her in her place and you gonna go to the Passover and you gonna serve the Lord? Hell no. That's not what happens out.
Right.
You find the excuse to keep Passover at your house.
Right.
A so-called Passover at your house. You go to the store and you buy some lamb chops. You buy some lamb chops and get some potatoes or something like that, and a matzah and get a what them Jewish people eat them
matzah crackers.
Matzah crackers. So you eating lamb and matzah crackers at home, talking about you keeping the Passover. You feel me? That heathen that just took you from the Most High, man.
Right.
That's what happens. Next thing you know, it's like, go ahead, Aisha.
Nah, I was just gonna say, like, it's like, you know, sometimes people want to be like, they have like that hero mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they say, like, you know, she don't want to be saved. You can't save her, and they
Right.
take that as like a challenge. Like, well,
Right.
you know, I bet I could save her. I bet I could change her. With this whole concept here, where there's some brother who's hearing this and he's saying, you know what, I could get with a heathen, and I bet she won't turn me against the Most High.
Right.
It's such a faulty logic, because the second you lay with her, you've gone against the Most High.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Because the Most High said, "Don't do that."
Yep.
You understand? Like, so you think you can overcome that or battle that or beat that, when the very attempt to damn near prove this wrong, you're proving the Most High right. That's all.
100%.
Salakia.
100%. What you're saying is so heavy out because that's how you begin to trim your ways.
Right.
That's how you trim your ways, by having that complex. You feel me? You going to sleeping with that heathen. You understand? Thinking that you're going to change her. You done just trimmed your ways by even touching her. You see what I'm saying? You're going to trim your ways even more because you're going to go further into sin with her. You see what I'm saying? Go, yes, sir.
It's a lot, yes, sir. And what's also heavy about this is your point you're bringing out. A lot of us don't know, like, the crafty counsel that these devils done did to our people, whereas though growing up until you come into the truth, you value their women more than you value ours.
Come.
Like, we'll go out our way to deal with a devil, you know what I'm saying? Any type of heathen, more than we would deal with the women that our moms look like. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, and that's because they done put it all on TV and all that. Like, this is true beauty, and that's what we be searching for. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's so much layers to what you actually bringing out when it come to this point, because we'll choose an interracial marriage just because that we thought that's great to have.
Come. And what you saying is, what's the brother that Captain Tazariak battled? Man, this brother always getting on black women. What was
Is it Sodomite? Tommy Sodomite?
It's not Tommy Sodomite. Say it again, Aisha.
Nah, I was thinking Tommy Sotomayor.
Not
talking
Tommy
about-
Sodomite. It's another one.
The alternate, he look like he alternate life. I know you talking about.
It's a brother. He always talk
Yeah,
about
I
how
know
you
exactly
should
what you're
never
talking
take a woman with kids. These black women so ghetto. You know this, that, and the third. Yada yada yada. And comes out. He got a white rib, right? And she had a baby.
Oh,
She had a
the
baby.
braids. Yo, with the braid, he always on YouTube. I know
Yeah.
exactly who you talking about.
He always like he checking black women. You see what I'm saying?
What's your name?
You know, and if she got a baby, it's a no-go, this, that, and the third. You feel me? It comes out, he got a white wife, and she already had a baby before him. You understand? This is how you start. This is how you trim your ways. Like Aisha was saying, that hero complex. You having that hero complex, thinking it's something about you that's going to change them. The whole time they're going to take you from your God, man.
Right.
And that's what happens. Keep going on the scripture.
Come. That they may serve other gods.
Read it from the top.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 4. For they will turn away thy sons from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
Listen, this is what happens, man. This is what happens. We start to serve. Here it is. You thinking that you're going to go change one of them heathen women. Or that sister think that she gonna get this this white boy some soul. You see what I'm saying? Next thing you know, as a brother, you following all her gods. You gotta celebrate July 4th. You understand? Like that's America's that's the great American holiday. You feel me? If you don't serve July 4th, her father gonna hate you.
Right.
He ain't gonna like you. If you don't get on that grill and you don't got that flag in the front of your house,
Come.
see what I'm saying? You have to do it. You understand? Now you serving her gods.
Right.
Now you serving her gods. When it comes to St. Patrick's Day, you got to go out with her drinking with a shamrock on your chest.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you done trimmed your ways, man. Like first you was wearing a shield. Now you wearing a shamrock.
Come.
Got a shamrock and American flag around your chest. Talking about you serving the Lord out. This is how it happens, man. And you a sister thinking that I'm gonna get this white boy some soul. You understand? Next thing you know, that white boy, he didn't use your credit. He done ran your credit up, got you in debt. You see what I'm saying? And he's treating you just like a flunky. You feel me?
Right.
He beating on you. He talking crazy to you. This was the white boy you said invite him to the cookout, right? He can come to the cookout. He sing Al Green. He know how to do the electric slide. You feel me?
Play the saxophone.
Say it again.
Play the saxophone.
He can play the saxophone. He got soul. You see what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you tied up in the basement somewhere. You understand? Listen, we think that we're gonna go around and we're gonna change them. You don't realize that when you go into these interracial marriages, what happens is you think you're going to change them. They are going to change you.
Right.
Not only are they going to change you, they're going to have you following and serving their false gods. And because of that, the Lord is going to destroy you out. This is why a lot of us are destroyed now. A lot of us are destroyed now because we listen, you know, there's brothers out there right now that listen to the UPK. That's probably listening right now. They listening and they watch. They be in the basement with the volume on low or listening to it on earphones because they don't want to offend their heathen spouse. You see what I'm saying? They say, man, what these brothers speaking about is right, man. But you could never break them shackles. You understand? And say, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go to a class out. I'm gonna get in the class and see what these brothers about. It's brothers right now that won't come into school just because they got a heathen spouse, man.
Right.
And this is why the Lord say you should not marry him in the first place. I'm gonna tell you, brothers, this: if you ain't in the truth already and you got a heathen spouse, come on into this truth, man.
Right.
Come on into this truth. You understand? You didn't know when you did it. You understand? You didn't know. If you in the truth and you marry a heathen, you just out of pocket, man. You out of pocket. We ain't talking about that. If you're not in this truth already, and you hearing this, and you saying, man, I can't go into the UPK because my rib is this, that, and the third. You feel me? So be it. Come on through these doors, man. Come get in class. You understand? The Lord ain't gonna hold that against you.
Right.
But the thing is, you stay on the sideline for too long because you don't want to offend that spouse. She's going to offend you, and she's going to make you celebrate July 4th. She's going to make you celebrate Christmas. She's going to make you celebrate Thanksgiving. You can't turn away from it. She's going to shun you. She's going to embarrass you. And guess what? She will leave you and destroy your life if you do not serve her gods out. That's what happens.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
No, slug it. No.
You twerk?
Come.
That's what happens out. And that's what the Lord say. The Lord say he's going to destroy us, man. we start serving their gods and we start doing those things, man, the Lord will destroy us, man. So that's one of the ways that we trim that we trim our ways, man. Interracial marriage, going into these marriages and creating these contracts with these heathen nations. You understand? That's one of the ways we trim our ways. What's another way we trim our way out here that people don't find no fault with? Let one of y'all take it. Anybody online, they could what's another way we trim our ways, man? Go ahead up.
The way sell our daughters to whoredom.
Yeah. Selling our daughters to whoredom. Sexual immorality, you feel me? Sexual immorality is trimming our ways out. You got women out here that say, I can't get married until I explore the field, you feel me?
Right.
Like I gotta have a few bodies. I gotta experience it first before I get married. I gotta go through a whole phase.
The whole phase.
I gotta go through my whole phase, and I gotta go have my hot girl summer.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And what you don't realize, because that's not of the Lord. Because that's not of the Lord, you go have that hot girl summer, and you go and you catch something you can't get rid of. You feel me? I think that's good.
How about to say it's a lot here, sir? If I may, down Houston when they had all them people caught STDs.
Yeah, they catching STDs left and right down in Houston. Right. I think it was Bike Week or something. You understand? And then not only on top of that, that alternative lifestyle.
Right.
That alternative lifestyle. Listen, that is trimming our ways out. It has never been okay for a Black, Hispanic, or Native American man or woman to live an alternative lifestyle. You feel me?
Right.
And be a sexual deviant, man. It has never been the practice of the Most High. He has never accepted that. And I hate when we tell our people the truth, and the first thing they want to say, oh, you don't talk about this and you don't talk about that. Well, right now we talking about this. You see what I'm saying? And men lying with men is a sin to the Lord.
Right.
Women lying with women is a sin to the Lord. Brothers, you out there, you got you think you doing it, you killing it, you having a threesome or foursome. That is a sin to the Lord.
Right.
You understand? Let me get Leviticus 18 and 22, Brother Show.
I don't want to come. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind, as with womankind. It is an abomination.
Listen, it is. It say, thou shalt not lie with mankind, as with womankind. It is an abomination. The Lord said it is not. The Lord say, if you are a man and you lie down with a woman, you lie down with a man as you lie down with a woman, we all know what that means.
Right.
The way you lie with a woman is sexually. You see what I'm saying? If you lie with a man like that, that is an abomination.
Right.
That is an abomination to the Lord, man. And unfortunately, that's become something that's so prevalent, and in Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans community, that they damn near shun you for not doing it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you're not a part of it or you're not agreeing with it, now you're what they call it, homophobic. You feel me? Homophobic. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how far it's gone. That's how much we've trimmed our ways, that they saying that if you're not a part of this, something's wrong with you.
Right.
You understand? This is why America is called what?
Daughter of Babylon, sir.
But what in particular is America called?
Sodom, sir.
It's called Sodom.
Oh, come on.
This is exactly how it was back then.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? You remember the angels came to Lot's house?
Come.
And they had a gang. They had an LGBTQ gang that wanted them angels. You see what I'm saying? That's the same thing that's happening right now in the midst with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Go ahead.
It's like, if I'm not mistaken, in that story, he offered up his daughters. Think about the mindset you got being as a man to give men your daughters. But you ain't want them to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how wicked it was.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Here's the wisdom. Here's the wisdom of a man of the Lord. He know that they were alternative lifestyle.
Right.
You feel me?
Gone.
Man, take my daughters, man. They ain't never been touched by a man.
Right.
They don't want
Right.
that.
Right.
They don't want them young women.
That's crazy.
Now, if he had a son, he'd have been in trouble.
Gone.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is how it's going right now, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, if you look at the way society is when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, like I just told you about the sister, she'll take a fluid brother,
right,
who sleeps with men. She would choose him over having a God-fearing man who has another woman.
Right.
It makes no sense. Here it is. You can have two alternative lifestyle men walk down the street holding hands. You go through the park, they sitting on each other's laps. They kissing in restaurants. You see what I'm saying? And people say nothing about it.
Right.
But let a brother walk down the street and he got two women on his arms, right?
Gone.
Let a brother walk down the street and he kisses rib and he kisses first rib one and then kiss rib two. You feel me?
Gone.
Man, listen. People get so angry over that. They get so angry. They'll say something to you about that.
Right.
Then they start, and then they get so nasty and so evil. They call the women stupid.
Right.
Oh, she is stupid. Those are stupid women right there. I don't see how they can allow that man, you know. And he done told them he honest with them, and they just accept it. They stupid. You feel me? But here it is. You are willing to lay down with a fluid man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Listen, the Lord say he will destroy us over this. You feel me? Like, here's this in the LGBT whatever community, alphabet community. In that community, listen, I knew the sister worked for the health department. She said they had what they call them gift giving parties.
Good night.
Listen to me carefully. They call it gift giving parties. I'm like, what in the hell is this? What's the gift that they're giving? You feel me? When you go to these alternative lifestyles and they have these parties and stuff, and they having orgies and they have all types of illicit sex going on. You feel me? Everybody's sleeping with everybody. You see what I'm saying? They are openly giving each other HIV.
Right.
You may ask yourself why. They openly giving each other HIV because guess what? They got medications now that can manage the cells that go bad. They can manage it better now. And on top of that, now you qualify for government assistance.
That's crazy.
You get benefits behind that. You see what I'm saying? So not only you got the HIV, now you taking medication for it, and you still seem healthy, but you also getting a check every month behind it. You feel me?
That's crazy.
They actually have called gift giving party. I'm telling you, this is to work for the health department, and I'm looking. My mouth is to the floor, and she said this is a normal thing. This is a normal thing. So what I'm telling you, we talk about trimming our ways. We didn't like Aisha say they didn't hack. You talk about taking a little bit off the top. They into the scalp now. Like they are into the scalp arc. You see what I'm saying? These are the things, man, where the Lord say, "Don't trim us our ways." You understand? We trimmed our ways we've trimmed our ways so much that we don't even recognize the wrong that we do towards the Lord, man. And my thing is, how do you want so much respect from everybody? How do you require so much respect from everybody, but yet you disrespect the Lord the way you disrespect the Lord, man? You disrespect the Lord and have no regard for the Lord, but you want everybody to respect you, man. You understand? Like, that sickens my stomach. There's no accountability. You understand? Like I said, it goes to itching ears, trimming ways. When you start bottling all that up, this is what you get, man. This is what you get. You don't even recognize yourself. You understand? Right there, let me get Leviticus 20 and 13, Bubba Fisher.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman. Both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them.
People don't realize, man, this alternative lifestyle, this would have been a death penalty back in the day. You feel me? This would have been something punishable by death. You understand? Like, this is how serious of an offense this is, man, to the Lord. Yeah, no sin is greater than the other. But there are different penalties for different sins. And this sin right here, you understand, is one of them that the Lord say they should be put to death out. And this is something that we have normalized in our community. And guess what? That punishment still stands. It still stands, man. You don't see homosexuals growing old. You see what I'm saying? It's like show them that article up.
It's like somebody said the screen.
I think we said we showed this the other day, a couple weeks ago. This right here is an article. This right here is an article about Israel hosting the Middle East largest LGBTQ plus festival in the Pride Land from June 1st to June 4th at the Dead Sea. You understand?
Damn.
Hey, read some of that article for me.
Israel will hold a 4-day Pride festival called Pride Land, transforming part of the Judean desert into a temporary Pride City from June 1st to June 4th, 2026. The festival is designed to operate 24 hours a day, featuring 15 hotels, beaches, complexes, performance arenas, culture and art spaces, wellness area, and family-friendly zones with workshops and children activities. It aims to create multi-generational experience that goes beyond parties, emphasizing community, culture, and tourism.
Listen up. Listen up. This is happening they say in Jerusalem, right?
It goes to the Dead Sea, so technically it's like. Right.
Listen, it's happening in Israel. This is our homeland out. That they are polluting. They are polluting our homeland out. They are having the biggest LGBTQ experience you can have over in Israel. How can they even say that they're the Lord's people, man?
Right.
And then they got what they consider a family-friendly zone for your children.
Right.
You know what's going to happen there, right?
Right.
They're going to issue in the next wave of LGBTQ children. You feel me? So it's going to be a lot of essaying going on over there. You see what I'm saying? They're going to introduce them into the lifestyle. How do most people get introduced into that lifestyle? Come. People don't admit it, but a lot of people get introduced into that lifestyle by some form of abuse when they were younger. You understand? So your introduction into that lifestyle was traumatic.
Right.
You understand? Was through abuse, was through harm. You see what I'm saying? And they call this love. You understand? This is where we're at in our society, man. And this is what happened with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is what happens when we trim our ways, man. When we trim our ways, we become everything to everybody, but we become absolutely useless to the Most High, man. And this is what we got to get. This is what we've got to start to walk away from these lifestyles, man. We've got to start to make the necessary changes to start to coming back to the Most High, because I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm tired of being on the bottom.
Come.
I am tired of being on the bottom, man. I'm tired of, like, I'm telling you. I'm tired of, like, listen, I hear all my brothers, man. Brothers working 80, 90 hours a week. Brothers struggling. You go into the corners, man. You go into the streets. You see our brothers and sisters still struggling. I am so sick and tired of it. I am ready to rule this earth, man. Like, we got to come out of these lifestyles, man. We got to stop trimming our ways, man. Not only do we got to stop trimming our ways, we got to return back to our culture.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not enough just to stop trimming the ways. Now let's return to who we supposed to be, man.
Come on.
What are some of the things, like we was talking about it earlier? We got a high holy day. We got a high holy day coming up, May 31st, man. That's not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. We got a high holy day coming up. How many blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to be in the building, man? You understand? Like, if it was Thanksgiving coming up, if it was Christmas, the whole earth will be getting ready to celebrate it. You feel me? When I'm talking about earth, I'm talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We'll be making an excuse. This is the only time I get off to spend time with my family. Here it is. This is a Sunday.
Right.
This is a Sunday. You are not working on Sunday. You know, people start making them excuses. And, well, I ain't got time to do this. It's a Sunday. This is your rest day. You see what I'm saying? We got a high holy day coming up. If you're in Baltimore, 13430 Eastern Avenue, man, we are going to be in the building. We're going to have the spiritual food. We're going to have brothers teaching you about the Lord. And we're going to have physical food, man, physical food and drinks. Come break bread and get with your brothers, man.
Right.
You understand? Come and reclaim your culture. That's what the Lord is telling us, man. It's not good for us to not trim our ways. Let's step back into who we're supposed to be, man.
Right.
And that's the first step. We got a high holy day coming up, man. There's no excuse that we shouldn't be in the whole city of Baltimore shouldn't be up in this school, man.
Right.
You understand? If it was Christmas or Thanksgiving, everybody they would make the necessary arrangements to be here. Make the necessary arrangements to be at this high holy day, man. That's why we say, like, if we ask our people, man, if you go to any Christian church and ask them, what are the Lord's holidays? Yeah, we call them high holy days, but that's where they get holiday from the high holy days. You know? Right. If you ask 9 out of 10 Christians, if you ask 10 Christians, 9 out of 10 of them never heard of the Lord's high holy days, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you know why? Because when first of all, they don't read in the Christian church. They don't read the Bible in the Christian church. All they read is Psalms 23. The Lord is thy shepherd. He lays me down. That's the only thing that they read in the Christian church. They know that by heart. But when you say, let's go to Leviticus 23, you feel me? Well, that's the Old Testament. What we going there for?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You start talking about these high holy days, man, 9 out of 10, or probably 10 out of 10 Christians never heard of them. And then if they'd heard of them, they attribute it to being the Jewish man days. They don't say that these are the Lord's holiday, the high holy days, or these are the high holy days that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are supposed to keep. They say that these are the Jewish man holidays. Listen, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, these are our holidays, man. The Lord gave us these high holy days to bring us together, man. To celebrate, to commemorate what our ancestors did, man. You understand? This is how we reclaim our culture. We reclaim our culture so we can stop trimming our ways, man. Like we didn't did everything under the sun for these other nations. We didn't gave them our mind, our body, our spirit. We didn't give them our soul. You feel me? How about we start giving that to the Most High now? Aisha, did you have something?
No, I was just gonna say shit. Like the UPK is the fertilizer, you know what I'm saying, to like regrow, you know what I'm saying, all those limbs that you done cut off, you understand? Trying to be like the other bushes, you know what I'm saying, and you know, plants round about the garden, you understand? Like the UPK is the only place where you're gonna get that good fertile soil to grow your shit back. It's a little personal joke. Like I got a little I've been, you know what I'm saying, with the change from, you know, winter to spring, you know what I'm saying, and upcoming summer, I've got these bushes. They're called hydrangeas, you know what I'm saying, hydrangeas. They're little bushes that bloom flowers, man, and they require attention and treatment, you understand, in order for those flowers to actually blossom off of them, you understand? If you don't do anything to them, you're just going to get a bunch of green leaves. But if you give it the proper attention, not only can you make sure that they grow plenty of those, you know what I'm saying, they bloom plenty of those beautiful flowers, you know what I'm saying, those colorful flowers, but there's ways that you can treat the soil to where, you know what I'm saying, like those flowers, you can make sure that those flowers are pink, or you could treat it a different way and make sure that those flowers are blue. But the point is you got to treat that soil in order to get that outcome. We as a nation, we got to treat ourselves. We got to treat that soil called ourselves with the truth, man. So that the outcome won't be the same old goofy, destructive behavior that we're getting from Christianity, from Islam, from individualism. You understand? From the damn follow the astrology, the numerology, the Egyptology, the Pan-Africanism. We gotta get it together. You understand? That's all. Salakia.
And what you're saying is heavy, Yak, because here's the thing. We done tried everything else, right?
Right.
We have literally tried we've tried to be everything under the sun out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Listen, we tried to be the Chinaman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We tried to be the Japanese man. We tried to be a shamrock for an Italian. We tried to be Arabs. We tried to be the so-called white man. We serve all their gods out. We serve all their gods. We tried everything. And look at the outcome of it.
Right.
The only thing that we have not tried is being who we are supposed to be, man.
Gone.
That's the only, like, you being a Christian, how is that going to change the condition of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? It's not. It teaches you to go further into the destruction of your people. It teaches you to go further into the wickedness of this nation, of this land that's oppressing us, man. We have to come back to our true heritage, to our power, man. You understand? Like, we've tried to be everything to everybody under the sun. It is so sickening and it's so tiring. The one thing that we have not tried to be is who we ourselves and who we supposed to be, man. You understand? And what Aisha was bringing out is heavy because guess what? You gotta treat the symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you treat the symptoms, you got to treat the symptoms in a way in which you carve it out of you. You see what I'm saying? That's why that's the difference in the UPK. You're going to get cut here. You're going to get cut, and all that poison is going to be taken out of you. You feel me? But you'll also get sewn back up so that you can heal properly. You feel me? And that's what you're not going to get nowhere else. You feel me? Everybody else, they say, listen, whatever you're a part of, go deeper into it. You feel me? The Lord still loves you. You ain't gotta work hard to change your life. You can't be perfect anyway. You trying to be perfect. You're trying to be so righteous. You feel me? And the Lord don't like that. The Lord don't like you trying to be righteous.
Right.
You understand? But the Lord like you being a homosexual. That's the message being taught, man. Understand? You Black, Hispanic, and Native American, listen. We got to realize that we got a duty to the Lord, man. Let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, brother. We got a duty to the Lord, man. We got a duty to our people, man. We gotta stop being so selfish, you understand? Us being selfish is the ways of these other nations, man. These other nations are selfish with each other.
Right.
They only bound together when it comes against us, you feel me? But the so-called white man, he mistreats his own people. The Arabs, they mistreat their people. You see what I'm saying? Like, they oppress their own people out. We can't be like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We have to be better than that, man. And that's why it's so important that we got to come back to our own culture, man. We got to stop trimming our ways and stop trying to find love in a person that means us no well, man. That means us no good. You got that?
Come.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. You understand? At the end of the day, this is what everything boils down to. You feel me? You understand? Like, this is the conclusion of it. Like, after all the experience you had, after all the personal encounters, you feel me? after all the turmoil, after all the fighting, after all of that is said and done, this is the conclusion of the entire matter. Go ahead.
Fear God.
Fear God, man. Fear God, not the way the Christian church fear God, or they teach you to fear God. The Christian church say fear God in the way in which they say when you fear God, is not saying that you got to be scared of him,
right?
But you got to have reverence for him. You feel me? Now you are supposed to have reverence for the Lord, but when they say fear God, that you better fear him.
That's right.
You better fear him like you fear that Devo on the block. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he will put you to sleep forever. He will put your kids to sleep forever. He will put your rib to sleep forever. You see what I'm saying? You better fear the man that can kill the body and the soul, man.
Right.
That's who you better fear, and that's how you better fear him. You better fear him knowing that he can, listen, he will take your life and turn it upside down. You feel me? You better fear him. That's how you fear the Lord up. Go ahead. Fear God.
And keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
The Lord say, man, fear God and keep his commandments, man. Come back to keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. If you don't know what the hell they are, man, this is why you need to get in class. You understand? If the Christian church telling you the law is done away with, we just read a scripture where it said, keep God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of man. The Christian church don't want you being, they don't want you to hold yourself accountable to the Lord up. Because guess what? I'm gonna break some hearts, man. The Christian church hates God up. Christians hate the Lord, man. You understand? I know you think your grandfather is different. You feel me? Your grandfather hates the Lord. You see what I'm saying? The Bible said, fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. You understand? At the end of the day, everything that you go through, everything that you experience, at the end of the day, the Lord say, keep my commandments, for this is your duty. This is your duty. This is what you were meant to do. This is your calling in life. You understand? Keep my commandments, man. And when we learn to keep God's commandments, we'll stop trimming our ways, man. We'll stop seeking the love of people who hate us. You understand? And in return, you know what's going to happen? Our nation will rise, man. Like, I don't know if the so-called white man understands this. You understand? The more and more he hurts his own nation, the stronger we become.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The higher them gas prices go, the stronger we become. You know why? We used to struggling. We used to getting it out the mud. You see what I'm saying? They not. You see what I'm saying? If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, stop trimming your ways. Stop seeking the love of people who hate us, man. You understand? We got to fear God and keep his commandments. You got something?
Sly, sir. You just brought a thought to my mind. You know that recently, the January 6th terrorists, Trump giving them reparations, right? And then meanwhile, we got our people voting, thinking it's going to make a difference. Yo, they don't rock with Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. They just don't, yo. You know what I'm saying? And when you brought that out, like, we trim our ways for the love of them. Like, yo, how many times they gotta tell our people, like, yo, we don't like Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. We still. And
that's the reality of it, man. Like, we trying to please. How can you please someone who hates you? How can you please somebody who hates you without becoming a subservient?
Right.
Without becoming a shell of yourself. You see what I'm saying? This is what we do day in and day out. We got to come out of that mentality, and we got to get back to being who we're supposed to be according to the Lord. You understand? And with that, we're the ISPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Commanding General Yohana. If it's not under Commanding General Yohana, it is not the truth. You understand? And we've been bringing this out since 1969, that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Jews of the Bible. And our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? And listen, again, May 31st, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, we have a high holy day, Feast of First Fruits. You understand? 3430 Eastern Avenue. If you're in Baltimore, come and check us out, man. And with that, we're going to bring up Officer Ganai for reading of the security announcement. Shalom, Baltimore.
These are the security announcements. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced Mayashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming Holy Convocation, again, is May 31st, the closing of the Feast of First Fruits. Make sure you're in the building to celebrate your culture, your high holy day. Remind Aki and my wife be able to check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarves. And with that, Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. It's been a visitor of Amijim Shabbat, Amijim Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Patat. So means the time. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amijim Shabbat, Amijim Barak, Yahweh Shema Aladam by Shem Yahushua. Patat. Class dismissed.
When the Lord says that our kingdom is to come, as long as we follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
I got the camera bag, I'm the cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call an ambulance. That shit go. If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that shit go. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. It ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Right, left. If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that. That shit go right. If shit go you best get right, or you'll get you got that right. That shit go.
B-Raw, wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the scene of something you don't understand. Getting checked from my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away for camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar here hanging out the car window when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? When anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them we nothing like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before.
That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that right. That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
If shit go, Look, you best get right, or you'll get look. You got that.
How about swim y'all south right stuff? Move that stuff. Move that stuff. Move that stuff.